The BWF World Championship has returned to India after 17 long years. India has welcomed more than 300 World Cup shuttlers from 52 countries. And joining us for the video is Abhishek Mishra, and we are currently standing right in front of the Indira Gandhi Arena.
Yeah,
So, Abhishek, I just want to ask you, you have witnessed Indian contingent practicing yesterday also
yeah,
and today
today
also.
as well.
So, how do you think that where do you think India stands at the race currently?
Definitely. I mean, if we talk about the BWF World Championship, we talk about the consistency from the Indian settlers. I mean, from the 2011, we assured, at least assured a podium in every single edition, and that's how that Indian settlers are performed. I mean, I still remember that Pranay against Victor Lexelson confirming the medal. So, I mean, Indian settlers once again, this is the home arena, this is the home stadium, and this time I think, by the enthusiastic crowd, Indian settlers are definitely going to perform better. And you just asked about that Indian contingent practicing here. So yeah, definitely I was there yesterday as well. That when PV Sindhu, Satvik Chirag, and others, Unnati Huda were there, and they started their practice session. The most interesting thing I watched yesterday was that PV Sindhu sparring against Ayush Shetty, and there was Irwansa Adi Pratama, the coach, PV Sindhu's coach. He was guiding both of them, and the basic highlight of their if we talk about their practice session, was that smash. So both Ayush and Sindhu were did intense smash training. Then there was sparring. There was some subtle exchanges. More about that, I was Satvik Chirag also sparring against Hari Haran Arjun, and India's two best duo right now in the World Championship. Definitely, I mean Satvik. There were so many concerns regarding his injury, but he looks really fine. And coach Stan Kimhar also said, before during the I guess during that there was ceremony for the draw ceremony. During that time, Kimhar also confirmed that these two are actually fit. So if Satvik and Chirag are actually fit, we have another medal chances. So Sindhu, Ayush, Lakshya, and Satvik Chirag. We have definitely four medal chances. It depends upon how these guys are actually going to perform. If they are not taking the pressure, definitely they will win. And we have the proven champions. If we talk about Sindhu, she has already represented India in 3 Olympics. She has a 2 Olympics medal to her name. She has 5 World Championship medal to her name, and she knows that how to deal with the pressure. And if we talk about this year, especially, if we talk about the PV Sindhu specifically, uh, she's here with a renewed confidence. He started the Malaysia Open with the deep run, finishing, yes, at the Malaysia Open itself. That, I mean, if we talk about, she was there as a semi-finalist, ending a run in the semi-final. Then we talk about the Japan Open. There were multiple deep runs as well. So Japan Open ending the title draw. That was really big. That she became the first Indian to do that. So definitely, I mean, Sindhu this time can do the wonders once again, and she can win the sixth medal, becoming the first shuttler in the world to do so. Ayush Shetty is going to face the Lee Siuchi. That's definitely a factor. That something that people are also talking about. But Ayush this year has shown that that he can go past every challenge. He is here and he has arrived, and he can prove himself that this is going to be biggest point. Again, Gopi also talked about, and he said that it's it's too good to play Siuchi in the earlier round than playing in late. And if Ayush is defeating Siuchi, then definitely he's a medal contender. Lux, proven champion, we cannot say. Uh, Satvik Chirag also be discussed. So we have a four medal chances. Definitely, I mean, India definitely is going to win multiple medals in front of the home crowd. And home crowd is a, like people do talk about that it is going to be a home crowd is a added pressure, but I would say that it is an added advantage, and that's what Lux also had to say in the press conference, or sorry, mixed zone today after his practice session.
Definitely. So, Abhishek, India is starting their campaign tomorrow with the men's double and
Hmm.
women's double. MR Arjun and Hari Haran will be playing in the men's double for the first game, and then it will be followed by Trisha and Gayatri. How
Yeah.
strong their chances are there in advancing?
Definitely, they are going to, if I talk about their, definitely, I mean, advancing to the second round, that won't be the case at all. Tisa Gayatri, I mean, they are coming back after the injury, and but specifically, let's see, I mean, it's a, um, great, it is good ground for both of them to prove. And for the Hariharan and Arjun, they have already proved this year that they are India's second best player, and they have a good chance to, uh, start with a amusing victory in front of the home crowd. And definitely, I mean, we talk about the Arjun and Hariharan, opponent. That's not something to worry about. So definitely, they are advancing.
The spotlight will be in Sindhu and
Ah,
obviously on Ayush Shetty. And ahead of the tournament, Ayush mentioned that he has a lot to learn from
hmm.
PV Sindhu and they were practicing ahead
Yeah.
from the tournament. So, do you think that that practice will turn out to be an important experience for this young shuttler who is making his debut in front of the home crowd?
Definitely, I mean, if you are training with someone like PB Sindhu, and if you are training, taking notes from the former world champion, that is definitely going to help for the Ayush Shetty, no doubt about it. And I said again that the tall man from Karnataka, although when going to represent India, that's a different factor. But still, that he is capable of beating anyone, and I'm pretty sure that that if he's going to stick on whatever that he's good at, definitely, I mean, he can beat the CUG and he can advance in the second round.
So today we also heard about the what world number 4 men's singles
Uh,
Andre Anderson said. He
Anderson,
used
Anderson,
to
yeah.
skip India Open due to the circumstances because of
Hmm.
bad weather conditions and obviously for the arena. So he said something. Do you want to shed some light on that?
Yeah. So Anders Attenson actually returning India after the 3.5 years, and the reason was like the Delhi pollution in January. He earlier, this year when he announced that he's going to skip the India Open, he wrote a post that the situation is actually critical in New Delhi, and he attached a photo of AQI meter as well, that showing that how hazardous a year it is. But he returned here in August, and he's actually happy with the facilities today what he had seen, and he today actually reignited his feud against the BWF itself. That's why you are hosting such a tournament of the Super 750 caliber in India during the January February. It could have been, I mean BWF also need to rethink that. They need to rethink, and they need to provide India another window. You can see the Singapore Open and all of that. There's a Asian League. You can provide India in that league also. I mean, knowing the fact that this might be difficult for India to host as well. So today he was not critical against India, but against the BWF, that you know कोई दूसरा window तो better होगा. And that 5,000 fine thing is that something the man is losing his bank balance for not playing in the pollution.
Ahead of the tournament, when we spoke to Gopichand sir, then he mentioned that the arena is sold out. So, do
Hmm.
you think the crowd has welcomed badminton the way they welcome other sports in India?
Definitely. I mean, if you come to Delhi for the India Open as well, that I'm just watching the India Open from the past 3 years in Delhi. I have covered the Sayed Modi as well. That in India, there's no dearth of badminton audience. We are 1.5 billion, and we have enough people. We have enough, so many passionate, fans as well. That I know a few of them that travel from all over the India to watch the badminton World Championship only. And I have been part of once when I was not a journalist. I used to travel to Delhi to watch and enjoy this badminton. So definitely India has so much audience. And if we talk about, I was talking to ticket guy as well, that semi final and finals already sold out, and we might see a sold out full house also tomorrow as well, sir. So no doubt about it. India has so many badminton fans.
Last question. If you see the growth of Indian badminton, like when India hosted the badminton for last
Hmm.
time in 2009, and from
Hmm.
that time to today,
Hmm.
where do you think Indian badminton stands now in terms of depth and also in terms of their infrastructure?
Uh, when we hosted, last time, that was 2009. That time we do not have medal contenders if we talk about. PV Sindhu was just growing in the domestic circuit, junior circuit. Saina was just coming up.
She had
Uh, we,
pox at that time.
uh,
She had pox at that time. She just
huh,
recovered from pox.
she recovered from that, and that time she won a junior medal as well. So she was the only hope we have. But after hosting the 2009 World Championship, we have seen so many champions. I mean, Pranay and Sumit Reddy was there in the stands. They got inspired. They took up the badminton. Pranay already has a BWF World Championship medal to his name. Then there was another, Satvik Sairaj, Frankie Reddy. Uh, he was there, inspired by so many players. He also, I mean, his father got a racket also that Chinese settlers flung into the air, and he used that racket to start his career. So, like, this is how, I mean, if you're hosting a world championship, that is definitely going to pave a way for so many youngsters to start the badminton, and that is the impact also. I mean, after the 2019, we have seen what happened in the 2010 Commonwealth Games. We have won multiple, medals in the badminton. Then 2011, uh, we actually, after 1983, that was the first medal India has ever won in the badminton world championship. That was Prakot Kadukon. And we found our resurgence, like the cricket team found out its resurgence in 2011. We also found our resurgence in badminton. We won our first medal in 2011. Then you have 2013. The multiple BWF World Championship medal, editions, and Indian settlers never returned empty-handed. So this is such a, if you're hosting a tournament of such caliber, it inspires generation, and it set a stage for other settlers as well.
I said that would be the last question, but I just want to ask something more. That do you think this World Championship in India will be an important tournament ahead of the Asian Games?
I mean, if we talk about the badminton, it is still a Asia dominant game. There are few other settlers, like earlier it was Victor Axelsen, he used to dominate, but now he is retired. Then another is Anders Antonsen. There are a few other settlers from in other categories as well. We talk about the rising star Victor Lai. But if you look at the whole badminton fraternity, you will find the South Asian dominating, and all the teams will be there, all the players will be there, uh, you know, uh, taking against each other at the Asian Games. So I mean, BWF any day is bigger than Asian Games, but it still is going to pave the way for the Asian Games as well, for the Indian settlers, for others as well.
So that's all for today. But stay with us because from tomorrow, me, Abhishek, and Shrishti will be joining and giving you all the updates regarding badminton. So thank you.